Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 20. Five.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Short.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's second and a yard.
Off the play fake. Short on the move to his left. Dumps it off to Mixon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, short.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Bengals nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Short. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Bengals nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Looking to throw.
Short. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert into the secondary past the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Herbert throwing again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Just like that. Just like that. 19 right.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Back to throw. Short. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, short. To Mixon on the check down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing on first down. Short.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
Looking to throw. Short. That's to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Pushing through the contact. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mixon again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run with Mixon. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. Here's Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chargers.
Play action. It's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big gain that time for the Chargers. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 1st downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
To the air again, Herbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Chargers 28, Bengals nothing. Joey Sly sets the kickoff.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
by the time we have to leave the booth.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down.
I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this 35-0 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, short. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Short. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Short. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Short. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Second and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part one.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, short. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
K'Lavon Chaisson
In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. Short. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Gets past one man. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Short. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Short. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Short. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
At the Chargers, 11 yards line.
Single, single, single. Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw on 2nd down. Short. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Short. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 19 tight. 19 tight. 31's the mic. Double dog. That's the way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert.